So I love solar lights. My hair's going crazy. But the problem is I like solar lights on the front of my carport as well. That's one place where I would like to have some lights. And, well, they don't work very well. They run for about an hour after dark. And that's because they only get sunlight until about 10 a.m., 9 or 10 a.m. After that, the sun is high enough in the sky that the overhang from the carport blocks the solar panels, so they get minimal light. So the idea was to 3D print something that would allow me to extend that. So this clamps onto the metal square post of the carport. And of course you can put this in any direction. I'm going to make double ones as well, so if you need two. This screws onto here. Threads built onto there. This just screws onto there. An adapter screws into here. And you just make that adapter for whatever solar light charging panel you're going to have on top, and then the wire will run to your lights that are on your carport. These just clamp on. They're all 3D printed, but this was a little thin. I went a little too conservative, so I beefed it up. And I also tried ABS open air with a bed slinger, and it's amazing. This stuff is pure witchcraft. There's just something evil about that stuff. So beefed up bracket. This adds more perimeters, and I love the separation between the two different types. This looks like infill, even though it's part of the design. So you got the hexagons with the squares at the 45-degree angle. It just looks really nice. It's all rounded edges and everything, but yeah, this printed out great. So again, this clamps on. This can actually slide over the frame. So if this is a little too big, it's okay. This can still clamp down and hold your piece in place as long as it's not too far off. And I put the threads in here because this is never going to break. And I put the female on here. So this screws into here, and there you go. Now this gives you the extension you need to get past the edge of the roof, and this gives you the height to get above the roof. And if, like me, you have a ton of wind, where there's actually going to be some decent torque applied to this, you have a second one that has just a pass-through hole, just like that. And now you have 2 points of contact for this to torque against. So it's not just torquing that little tiny threaded area. And then, of course, you have your adapter, which you put whatever hole you need. That right there will take an 18-millimeter solar panel, regular solar light post. But you can obviously throw this in Tinkercad and just change this port right here to be whatever you need for whatever mount you need for your lights. And then this just threads onto the top as well. And there you go. So now this basically I want 20 years. And this should last 20 years. I mean, it's ABS. It's not going to be a problem.